road rage to instant regret. These drivers learned the hard way. Buckle up for 100 wild karma moments that'll make you think twice next time you hit the gas. Bro saw an empty road and said, "Time to race myself." Then Karma said, "Time to meet the gas station, idiot." Your gas pedal's fast, but your reflexes aren't. Raise your hand if you flinched when he hit that pump.
To speak to her employer, and the employer, in many care homes, the advice are at least restricted visitors to those where they are essential.
Tight curve, no lights, middle of the night, and he still goes for the pass. One sharp swerve later, straight into the curb like it owed him money. Late night confidence equals early morning regrets. Raise your hand if that made your spine tingle. This isn't traffic, this is revenge, served bumper to bumper. Two grown men turned the road into a battle zone over a few feet of asphalt. The deeper the ego, the dumber the damage. This could have been solved with a horn and a shrug, but no. No one yields. The white car pushes through the intersection, and just like that, boom, multi-car mess from every direction. Sometimes, being first just means being the first to crash. This wasn't a merge, it was a free-for-all. Bro thought he was slick with that turn. Hydrant said, "Nice try." 2 seconds later, he's starring in Waterworld, Parking Lot Edition. Confidence, 100. Awareness, 0. This is what happens when your GPS says, "Make a splash." One second it's all smooth. Then the tire bursts like a gunshot. Control's gone, and the curb becomes the final destination. A blown tire turns seconds into chaos. Tell me that didn't feel like a crash in slow motion. One second of tailgating, and boom, black car eats bumper for breakfast. No space, no chance, no excuse. Safe distance saves more than paint. That's what happens when your car's closer than your thoughts. Both drivers. I go first. The road. You both go nowhere. That's not how traffic works, bro. That's how arguments start. Congratulations, you played yourself and blocked a whole lane. Someone call rock, paper, scissors next time. Forgot one thing, the lift arm. Keeps driving like everything's fine until the traffic light takes the hit of his memory loss. A small mistake, a big public mess. Raise your hand if you've ever yelled, "Bro, no," at a screen. out here clearing power lines like he's playing Jenga with the sky. Lift arm up, and now the neighborhood's offline IRL. That's not a truck, that's a mobile electricity eraser. Next stop, taking out a satellite. Rain said, slow down. Bro said, nah. Now the truck's spinning like it's auditioning for Fast and Furious. Hydro Drift Edition. Brakes can't fix dumb at high speeds. Someone tell him this isn't Mario Kart in real life. Heavy rain, highway slick, and this truck thinks now's the time to speed up. One bad move later, and it's hugging the guardrail like it's home. Speed in rain turns roads into traps. That guardrail wasn't ready, neither was he. He entered the lot like he was on a mission. 1 second later, he's parking on top of someone's trunk like it's a VIP seat. Parking isn't a contact sport, my guy. That's what happens when Fast and Furious meets How Not to Park 101. Bro flew into the intersection like he had VIP access. Spoiler, fire had front row seats. That truck lit the whole street up. Brakes exist for a reason, so do fire departments. Congrats, you unlocked the flame level by failing basic physics.
Jesus Christ! Hold on, phone, police.
He thought the empty road was his runway. The red beast roared, and minutes later, silence. A dream car turned scrap in a single swerve. When control is lost, no speed saves you. This wasn't driving, it was self-destruction in HD.
Guys, good luck, guys.
Oh!
Two spare wheels fly off the tanker and roll down the road like they've got somewhere to be. The driver? Still cruising. No clue he's missing parts. Even your wheels can walk away if you don't check them. Plot twist. The wheels wanted a solo adventure. Bro's towing something, probably his last nerve. Trailer starts swaying like it's in a parade, and he almost joins the ditch club. Towing ain't flexing if you can't keep it straight. Next time, trailer gets a seatbelt too. Clear intersection, visible signs. But these two? No eye contact, no slowdown, just impact. Boom, metal kisses, metal. Right of way isn't just a rule, it's survival. This wasn't miscommunication, this was mutual destruction. One car tries to overtake in a sea of steel. It fails, spectacularly. The impact ripples through lane after lane like a domino disaster. Tailgating doesn't just risk one car, it risks everyone. Tell me you didn't flinch on that second hit. She went full throttle into the crossroads, forgot to stop, forgot to steer, but remembered the tree real quick. Not all shortcuts skip consequences. She didn't find a way out, just found the bark. Sirens blaring, tires screeching. He runs like he has a chance, but this chase ends exactly where you expect, cuffed and cornered. You don't escape justice, you delay it, briefly. That wasn't speed, that was desperation. Bus driver says, brakes failed, again. Meanwhile, the ditch says, welcome back. High speed, no stop, and one big belly flop into the mud. At this point, brake failure should be its own genre. Plot twist, it wasn't a detour, it was destiny. White car swerves off the road, slams into a tree. Turns out, the driver fell asleep. Cops arrive. And then, boom, massive explosion. No injuries, just shock. Drowsy driving is a ticking bomb. That nap almost became his last dream. With seconds to spare, the driver gambles against a train. But this isn't a movie. The collision is brutal. The silence after, worse. A moment of impatience can lead to a lifetime of mourning. He didn't cross the tracks. He crossed the line. A one-way tunnel from the wrong way. With no clue, no signs, and no second chances, the crash was just waiting. In tunnels, there's no turning back, only consequences. This wasn't just a mistake. It was a full-speed misunderstanding.
Much damage high vehicles can do.
These 100 driving fails weren't just accidents. They were wake-up calls. And the Dashcam doesn't lie. Every second was a reminder that the road rewards focus and punishes foolishness. Hit that subscribe if you learned something today, or if you just want to avoid learning it the hard way.